केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May 11th holds immense historical significance for India. It marks two defining moments in the nation's journey: the consecration of the Somnath Temple in 1951 and India's nuclear test at Pokhran in 1998. Commemorating 75 years of the inauguration of the restored Shiva Temple in Somnath in Gujarat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi invoked both history and national resolve to remind one and all that no power can force India to bow under pressure. Drawing a parallel with the Pokhran nuclear test, Prime Minister Modi recalled how even when the world mobilized to suppress India and every route to avoid a possible economic crisis appeared blocked, India stood firm and went ahead with two more nuclear tests.
दुनिया भर की शक्तियां भारत को दबोचने के लिए मैदान में उतरी। अनेक प्रकार के बंधन लग गए, लेकिन हम कोई और मिट्टी के बने हुए हैं। हमारे लिए राष्ट्र प्रथम है। दुनिया की कोई ताकत भारत को झुका नहीं सकती।
Anyone else may have faltered, but India is built differently. That was Prime Minister's message on India's political resolve, a resolve that has helped the nation withstand adversity. And in today's volatile geopolitical climate, Prime Minister believes that same spirit of discipline and determination must once again come to the fore. Which is why, for the second time in just 2 days, Prime Minister Modi has urged citizens to take collective resolutions to blunt the impact of global conflict and uncertainty. He suggested judicious use of fuel, a pause on purchase of gold and foreign visits, and to save foreign exchange.
साथियों, आज जो संकट है उसमें हमें विदेशी मुद्रा बचाने पर भी बहुत जोर देना होगा, क्योंकि दुनिया में पेट्रोल डीजल इतना ज्यादा महंगा हो गया है, पहले से कई गुना ज्यादा कीमतें बढ़ गई है। तो हम सबका दायित्व है कि पेट्रोल डीजल की खरीद पर जो विदेशी मुद्रा खर्च होती है, पेट्रोल डीजल बचाकर हमें वो मुद्रा भी बचानी है। जब तक हालात सामान्य न हो, हम सोने की खरीद को टालें, गोल्ड की जरूरत नहीं है। ये विदेश में वेडिंग इनका फैशन खूब बढ़ रहा है, लेकिन इस पर भी बहुत विदेशी मुद्रा खर्च होती है और जरूरी है कि भारत में ही अपनी वैकेशन मनाएं। और वेडिंग के लिए भी मैं नहीं मानता हूं कि भारत से अधिक कोई अच्छी पवित्र जगह हो सकती है हमारे लिए।
In a world shaken by oil shocks, Prime Minister Modi said that India must prepare and tighten its economic discipline. But the opposition is now accusing the Modi government of preaching what it does not practice. If citizens are being told to cut consumption, the opposition asks, shouldn't the political establishment lead by example first? Why spend fuel on air shows during the Somnath Amrit Mahotsav? If conservation is now the national priority, why should citizens avoid foreign travel when the Prime Minister continues overseas visits? And if people are being advised to work from home, Why can't the Prime Minister address rallies and public events virtually? Accusing the centre of triggering panic, the opposition is also asking, why did this advisory come 70 days into the war and only after elections were over?
और जिस तरह से ईंधन को लेकर वो बात कर रहे हैं कि कब इस्तेमाल कीजिए, लेकिन दूसरी तरफ ईंधन का इस्तेमाल भी हो रहा है, बढ़ा चढ़ा के हो रहा है।
आपसे कहते हैं विदेशी यात्रा मत कीजिए, लेकिन वो यूरोप की यात्रा पर 5 दिन के लिए जा रहे हैं। बड़ी गर्मी है देश में।
सोने से क्या मतलब इसका जो ईरान युद्ध चल रहा है अमेरिका इजराइल का? जी गलती आपकी है, आपके सरकार की है, जनता पर ये आरोप मत लगाइए।
Why can't he work from home? Why can't he address these people virtually? So the Indian citizen should follow what the Prime Minister says, but the Prime Minister will not follow what he says.
ये सारा ज्ञान चुनाव भर याद नहीं आया मोदी जी को? तब कह रहे थे कोई कमी नहीं है, पूरा भंडार भरा हुआ है।
अगर हम में से कोई सवाल उठाता था तो आप कहते थे कि पैनिक क्रिएट मत करो, आपके लोग कहते थे। आज ये पैनिक बटन नहीं दबा दिया आपने।
So is there really any reason to panic? Government says no. Centre has assured that there are adequate energy supplies and the call for conservation is purely precautionary, not a sign of shortage.
हमारी क्रूड इन्वेंटरी मेंटेन है, टाइड अप है। हमारी रिफाइनरीज ऑप्टिमम लेवल पर ऑपरेट कर रही हैं। पेट्रोल और डीजल के पर्याप्त स्टॉक्स अवेलेबल हैं। 3 दिनों में 1 करोड़ 14 लाख बुकिंग के अगेंस्ट 1 करोड़ 26 लाख घरों में एलपीजी सिलेंडर पहुंचाया गया है।
Now the question is, why now? The government sources tell us that the losses of oil marketing companies could cross 1 lakh crore in the first quarter of this year if current prices persist. The deadline for American sanctions waiver for purchasing Russian oil is set to expire on the 16th of May. And there is no end to West Asia conflict in sight. For perspective, since the beginning of the war, petrol prices have risen sharply across several countries. In the United States, prices have gone up by more than 44%, while Canada has seen an increase of 35%. Same is the case with China, UK, Germany and Spain. BJP has cited this data to counter leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, who sees Prime Minister's austerity advice as once again compromised by the Prime.
आज वस्तुस्थिति ये है कि पेट्रोलियम प्राइसेस के जो दाम हैं वो अमेरिका में 20 से लेकर 40%, यूरोप में 20 से 40%, अफ्रीकन कंट्रीज में तो 60% तक बढ़े हैं। और उस समय यदि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हमारे सभी देश के नागरिकों के भविष्य को ध्यान में रखकर एक सजगता, सतर्कता और सावधानी रखने का आह्वान किया है, यह हम सबके भविष्य की आर्थिक सुरक्षा और ऊर्जा सुरक्षा के लिए आवश्यक है।
राहुल गांधी भारत की पॉलिटिक्स के सबसे रिजेक्टेड माल है। रिजेक्टेड बाय ऑल, रिजेक्टेड ऑलवेज, रिजेक्टेड इन एवरी स्टेट। तो ये जो रिजेक्टेड और डिजेक्टेड इस प्रकार के राहुल गांधी हैं, इनको आप महत्व देते हैं, हम इनको महत्व देते नहीं है।
While Team Rahul Gandhi is calling it Modi government's failure, there is nothing unprecedented about leaders asking citizens for economic restraint during times of global crisis. After all, even Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru had warned wars abroad would inevitably impact India and had appealed to citizens to donate in difficult times. Former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram too had urged Indians not to buy gold when the current account deficit was under pressure. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh had appealed for consensus on fuel price hikes, warning that India imports nearly 80% of energy needs. So according to Rahul Gandhi, were they all compromised and failures as PM?
Almost minimal gold imports into the country, it will dramatically change the situation of the current account deficit.
हम अपनी जरूरत के तेल का करीब 80% आयात करते हैं और पिछले 4 सालों के दौरान विश्व बाजार में तेल की कीमतों में तेजी से बढ़ोतरी हुई है।
अगर अमेरिका में कोई बात हो उस साथ यहाँ की चीजों के दाम से पड़ जाए।
So, ladies and gentlemen, the legitimate question we are asking on the news hour tonight. On Prime Minister's austerity advice, who is pressing the panic button? That's the question and that's the debate. Coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate, Shehzad Poonawalla, national spokesperson of the BJP, Tushar Gupta, political analyst, Karan Verma, author. Also joining the debate, Vivek Silas, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party in our studios this evening. Somnath Bharti, former law minister of the Delhi government, Vivek Srivastava, political analyst. But my first question goes to Sanjay Jha, author and Congress leader. And Sanjay Jha, I want to ask you, similar advice has been given in the past by Dr. Manmohan Singh, Jawaharlal Nehru, P. Chidambaram. I knew you wouldn't believe me, so I played out all the sound bites circa 1960s down to 2010, 12, 13. All of these times when there was a crisis, financial crisis in 2008 or 2012 and 13, similar appeals have been made. If the country didn't panic then, why would the country panic now? And what does this have to do with elections at all? The fact is, global prices are rising. The fact is, so far, India has not raised prices. The fact is, somewhere or the other, the shoe will pinch when crude oil prices go up. So why is the opposition just pointing fingers, compromised? Who's compromised what?
Navika, good evening to you and to all my friends on the show tonight. Let's cut to the chase and come to the point that you have asked me the question on. The first thing, and that cannot be denied, and your viewers must know this, is the cowardice and chicanery of the Modi government. That when you know there is a crisis and you keep people in the dark, that is the height of political immorality. It's unethical to the core. Remember, the assembly elections, the moment the campaigning got over, the LPG commercial cylinders went up by rupees 993. Immediately. And even domestic cylinders of 5 kilos went up by around 250 odd rupees. Bulk diesel went up by rupees 149. How will you define a government that keeps its own people in the dark because there is an election and the voters must not be told what is likely to happen once the election campaigning is over? Now look at the second point, Navika, and you and I both have followed political economy. Look at the second point. The moment the results are out, Mr. Modi suddenly discovers that India must tighten its shoestrings because, ladies and gentlemen, we can't afford any degree of extravagance. Remarkable. But Mr. Modi has the audacity to believe that the people of India are not aware of the way Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah and number of BJP leaders, I'm including all political leaders by the way, who campaigned using choppers, airplanes, taxis. I'm sure people used motorbikes all over the place. Where was that largesse coming from? I mean, is Mr. Modi believing that the people of India are so absolutely oblivious of reality that they believe this is this...
You're contradicting yourself, Sanjay Jha. On the one hand, you're saying people of India are not oblivious. On the other hand, you're saying Modi kept people in the dark. If people are not oblivious of the global realities, then they're certainly not in the dark all these weeks. It is the 75th day of the West Asian crisis that was certainly not started with India. India has nothing really to do with that. But Shehzad Poonawalla, all the fault lies with the BJP, with Prime Minister Modi and the entire cabinet.
Navika, I did not know that Rahul ji had gone to Nicobar using his wings, which are usually hidden. आई डिड नॉट नो दैट. आई गॉट टू नो जस्ट नो दैट वो विंग्स बाहर आए, रेड बुल पी के, और फिर राहुल गांधी निकोबार उड़ गए और फिर कैंपेनिंग में भी उड़ गए. तो थैंक यू संजय फॉर टेलिंग अस. नाउ सी, व्हेन वी कॉल फॉर द ऑस्टेरिटी, व्हेन देयर आर टू ग्लोबल सिचुएशंस, यूक्रेन रशिया वॉर एंड ईरान इजराइल अमेरिका वॉर, then it is gunegar. And when they used to call, when there was no kind of crisis, that time it was chamatkar. You know, Mr. Nehru said that the food crisis in the country is because people are eating more food. I have the video. Forget Nehru, chalo, I'll come closer to when Mr. Sanjay Jha was the chief spokesperson of Congress. Manmohan Singh, पेड़ पे पैसे नहीं उगते, ये पेट्रोल जो है इस पे बहुत ज्यादा हमारा खर्च हो रहा है. Resist the temptation to buy gold, Mr. Chidambaram. Banks must encourage. Gold is just like any other metal. And over the years, so many appeals were made. At that time, all of these appeals were chamatkar. Today, if the appeal is made, after 72 days, by the way, in those 72 days, what is the fact? We have 60 days of crude oil. We have 60 days of natural gas. We have 45 days of LPG supply in a rolling manner. We have no shutting of petrol pump in the last 72 days, 1 lakh petrol pumps. No shutting of the LPG delivery centers, 25,000. We have cut petrol and diesel prices by 10 rupees. Excise duty has been cut. In fact, Himachal Pradesh has increased it by 5 rupees. In fact, USA, Europe, Pakistan and other countries have increased their petrol, diesel and gas prices by 40 to 50%. But in India, there is no such situation. Only thing that is being said is don't go for Videshi tour. I understand Sanjay and Rahul will feel bad. The Prime Minister said use Swadeshi. I understand Rahul Gandhi will feel bad. अब माता जी से लेकर पार्टी में कोई स्वदेशी बचा ही नहीं है, सब विदेशी ही है. Anyway, let me come to the mool point.
That's unfair again. I mean, Sonia Gandhi is an Indian citizen.
After 68 she got married. Then in 1983 she became Indian.
Doesn't matter, but she's an Indian citizen. So don't raise. Yeah.
चलिए ठीक है. She has become Videshi after Swadeshi after much insistence. But I'll tell you, see, it has not anything to do with what Modi ji is saying. I'll tell you why. Panic to profit is a model. Who created the panic and then was profiteering? The Samajwadi Party people. They were hoarding the cylinders. You remember when the COVID crisis took place and we said take the vaccine. They said nahi vaccine nahi lenge. Ye BJP ka vaccine hai. Till today Mr. Akhilesh Yadav has taken the vaccine or not? Then they went to AI summit and they became naked there. Then just now you have spoken about 11th of May, Pokhran test. Chidambaram opposed Pokhran test. And finally, Mr. Vivek Silas will tell us what kind of protest. Arey sir, ruk jao. Aapki to koi value bhi nahi hai. Samajwadi.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, last point. Samajwadi Party MP has abused Prime Minister. This is not about any kind of mehengai. It is about only abusing Modi, and whatever Modi says for the good of the nation, they will oppose it.
Well,
a quick rejoinder, Navika.
Okay, all right. 30
seconds. Seat nahi hai unka rejoinder.
No, come on. They won 2 states.
Ask him. Ask if they believe DMK or they believe Congress.
They won 2 states. If
2 states. Which 2 states have they won?
Tamil Nadu.
They have won.
5 seats. 5 seats. They are part of the government.
Navika ji, this kind of
Kerala.
You can form the government with 2 MLAs. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, 1 minute.
Are you with DMK or with Congress?
Sanjay Jha, counter 30 seconds.
Yeah, Navika, a very quick rejoinder. Yeah. Mr. Modi is unfortunately missing the woods for the trees. He's asking the citizens of India to exercise circumspection. The foreign FPI, the FPI investors have taken out a record $25 billion in the first 4 months.
What is
That's
FPI
a record,
got to do with
2.1 lakh crores. Please do not interrupt me here. I think the problem with Mr. Modi's government now is that the 5 trillion dream is now completely over because the dollar is now at rupees 95, $1 at 95 plus. Which means the $5 trillion is not
going to happen. But Sanjay Jha, at a time of a global war, the kind we are seeing currently playing out, what did you expect? That you would sit here and paint your nails and nothing would be affected? I mean, what are you saying? The Prime Minister, 1 minute. Somnath Bharti, 1 minute, allow me. Somnath Bharti ji, there is a crisis in the world. I don't think anybody can be in denial of the fact. We are carrying on with 60 days of petrol, diesel supplies. We have 60 days of natural gas, 45 days of LPG. The government has procured and kept everything running, I think, phenomenally well over the last 74 days since this entire war really began. Instead of complimenting the government, all the opposition tries to do is find fault. The Prime Minister has said not to do anything immediately. He is talking about looking ahead and talking about conservation. What's wrong with that? We have 85% dependency on imported crude. We have to, somewhere or not, rationalize this. What's the big deal?
Navika ji, thank you for allowing me to speak. See, if you recall, during elections on every channel, including yours, we kept asking BJP spokesperson that these sanctions, are they going to be implemented after the election? Will there be any sort of emergency measures to be taken after the election? Speak up. They said nothing doing, we're all normal. Everything is normal. So just for the election they waited. So they're Chunav Jeevi. That the moment election got over, that's why my leader asked Arvind Kejriwal ji, that is the country being headed towards an economic crisis? So see, the entire thing, whatever Honorable Prime Minister has said, that gives us enough hint that possibly a major crisis is looming over the country this moment. See, there are, in fact, I was wondering if you could have also asked questions to Prime Minister Modi and BJP, that why did you hide these facts during elections? What was the compulsion for you not to speak up these facts there? We could have used these 2 months also in saving oil, saving, we should not have bought gold in these 2 months as well. But no, they had hidden this fact deliberately solely for the reason of elections. Number one. Number two, there are two major things today happened. You possibly forgot to report it to the public. The West Bengal Chief Electoral Officer, Manoj Kumar Agrawal, he is now appointed as Chief Secretary of West Bengal government. And second thing, the person who orchestrated SIR in West Bengal, he has become Special Secretary to the Chief Minister of West Bengal. So the people who helped West Bengal win elections, they are not being rewarded. I mean, where is the democracy going?
Okay.
Shehzad
Poonawalla, in brief, what Somnath Bharti ji is saying, गोलमाल है भाई, सब गोलमाल है.
अब नाविका जी, अब हो गया सर आपका हो गया.
Yes, let him respond.
Navika ji, I thought only some of the members go drunk to the assembly. I did not know such things are practiced on television debates also. I'm not saying for anybody in particular. But I think that they should exercise some caution. The war is happening in the open in front of everybody. It is not happening in some private bedroom of Arvind Kejriwal's Sheesh Mahal. Entire world can see what is happening. When the elections were on, there were talks of truce between the two nations. Just now, Donald Trump, and I know you will ask me certain questions also. Donald Trump has spoken on 6th of May. Sir, madam, this is not fair. Madam, I am in the studio, then I will also exercise my discretion of not allowing. No. Navika, my statement has to come to the audience without being drowned down like it is. Navika, this is not right. This is not right.
Somnath Bharti ji, you have raised questions. Now please take a deep breath. Listen to the answer, sir. सुन लीजिए ना, सोमनाथ भारती जी, आप सीनियर मिनिस्टर रह चुके हैं.
नहीं, हमसे सीनियरिटी का तो देखिए ऐसे है.
अब सुन लीजिए, फिर काउंटर का समय दूं.
नाविका जी अपनी पार्टी के लोगों की नहीं सुनते, इसलिए तो साथ लोग छोड़ के चले जाते हैं. हरभजन सिंह भी छोड़ के चले गए. सुनना सीखे ना सोमनाथ जी. आपके तो नाम में कितनी पवित्रता भी है. अभी 75 वर्ष मना रहे सोमनाथ तरीके.
अगर मैं ज्वाइन न करवा दूं नरेंद्र,
नाविका जी, दिस इज सो अनफेयर मैम. अदर्स आल्सो वेटिंग फॉर दिस.
आप अपनी,
मैं बोलूंगा पर कैसे? इफ इज गोइंग टू ड्राउन आउट माय स्टेटमेंट, हाउ विल द ऑडियंस
हाउ कैन एनीबody drown out your voice? Somnath Bharti ji, allow me to moderate this. I gave you time. Now please listen to the response. I will come back to you. धीरज रखिए. Yes.
Navika ji, on 6th of May, after the election results are out, Donald Trump says that now that we will attack Iran, it will be like an attack that has never been done before. Was this statement made before 4th of May? Point number one. Point number two, Mr. Bharti was saying Pakistan is the mediator. Pakistan is mediating between US and Iran. तो आपके हिसाब से तो मीडिएशन हो गया था तो सब कुछ कुशल मंगल होता. ये तो इनका फॉरेन पॉलिसी का ज्ञान है. Third point, he has spoken about the CEO of the West Bengal. That CEO of West Bengal, I am saying all the state governments, why do they directly appoint the main election officer? Why don't they also follow what the center follows and allow the LOP to have the say in the appointment of the election officer there? You are not allowed, judicial officers not allowed. And finally, I want to ask that this is the same Somnath Bharti, when the vaccine was being distributed, Indian vaccine, their leader said that Pfizer and Moderna vaccine. So they want to create panic to create the profit. That has been their modus operandi.
Well, I really don't know why we are looking at it as a compromise or a panic situation. Vivek Silas, the fact of the matter is that we have entered the 75th day of the war. The situation globally is uncertain. Crude prices are high. The Prime Minister is merely saying that as a country, we need to realize our responsibilities and take onus in a global situation to be a little austere and to stop wasteful expenditure. What's wrong in what he said?
As far as the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Honorable Prime Minister are concerned, Bharatiya Janata Party kept on talking about the Russia-Ukraine war. But let me tell you, during the time of the war, we were getting the cheapest oil in the world from Russia. And Indian economy, the Indian government earned around 40 lakhs crore from that. We were exporting oil from India, refining it and sending it to Europe. So Russian-Ukraine war, we found out a way to earn. The economy was heading up. And Prime Minister is a citizen of the country. He should lead from the front. He should set an example. और आज तो मैं शहजाद जी को स्टूडियो में देख के नाविका जी बिल्कुल आश्चर्यचकित हूं।
क्यों?
इनको
ऐसा क्या हुआ?
ऐसा इसलिए हुआ नाविका जी कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा है कि वर्क फ्रॉम होम, आपको घर में बैठ के डिबेट करनी चाहिए। आप यहां क्या कर रहे हैं महाराज? पहले तो इस बात का जवाब दीजिए। और यह भी बताऊंगा कि अभी आपकी प्रवक्ता ने क्या कहा। मोदी जी ने कल 4:30 बजे स्टेटमेंट दिया, पैनिक फैली, 6 बजे मोदी जी रोड शो करने लग गए अपनी बहुत बड़े काफिले के साथ, 21 गाड़ियों के साथ। क्या उसमें तेल नहीं लग रहा था नाविका जी? स्टॉक मार्केट लगातार क्रैश हो रहा, हम सवेरे से देख रहे हैं। इस स्टेटमेंट के बाद क्या हो रहा है? एक्चुअली मोदी जी देश को यह बताना चाहते हैं कि तुम मुझे पेट्रोल दो, मैं तुमको रोड शो दूंगा। किसानों को बोल रहे हैं कि तुम खाद की व्यवस्था हमारे पास नहीं है, तुम ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग करो। अरे ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग से कितना प्रोडक्शन हम कर लेंगे? तो क्या मोदी जी ये बताना चाहते हैं
और केमिकल्स डाले जाएं?
केमिकल्स डाले
your arguments are at best just pot shots that you want to take at BJP and
congratulate him. He said कि
नहीं, मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि आपकी प्रवक्ता ने क्या कहा। अभी एक शो में देख रहा था, आपकी राष्ट्रीय नहीं अंतर्राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता आई थी शादी आलमी जी, उनसे पूछा गया कि ये 70-75 दिन जो है भारतीय जनता पार्टी क्या कर रही थी। तो उन्होंने कहा अरे भाई हमको बंगाल का चुनाव भी तो लड़ना था। उन्होंने प्रमाणित किया कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी है सिर्फ चुनाव को लेकर।
पहले तो मैं इनको कांग्रेचुलेट करना चाहता हूं। इन्होंने बोला कि रशिया यूक्रेन वॉर में हमने सस्ते में तेल खरीदा। ये कांग्रेस वाले
उसका रोना मत रोइए ना।
मैंने आपको इंटरप्ट नहीं किया,
उसका रोना मत।
मैंने आपको इंटरप्ट नहीं किया। उस समय पर कांग्रेस वाले बोलते थे रशिया के खिलाफ वोट करो, रशिया से ना S-400 चाहिए ना तेल चाहिए, यूक्रेन के साथ जाके खड़े हो जाओ। तो थैंक यू समाजवादी पार्टी पर।
यूक्रेन से गले मिलने नहीं गए प्रधानमंत्री।
Vivek, if every sentence is going to be interrupted, we'll never get anywhere with this.
दूसरा इन्होंने बोला कि प्रधानमंत्री के साथ सिक्योरिटी की 20 गाड़ी। अरे गाली भी दोगे और गोली भी चाहते हो प्रधानमंत्री को लगे?
अरे गाली भी देंगे
प्रधानमंत्री है, गोली भी मारे प्रधानमंत्री को। सिक्योरिटी कॉन्वॉय
ना वो तो लोकसभा में कहते हैं
एक्सप्लेन
कि मेरी जान को खतरा है।
वाक्य में क्यों डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हो भाई? प्रधानमंत्री ने बोला कम बोला भी करो। चलो तीसरी बात,
पहले आप प्रधानमंत्री की बात मानिए और कल से स्टूडियो मत आइए।
विवेक साइलेंस, इट्स नाउ
कल से मत आइए।
1 minute
वर्क फ्रॉम होम।
नो आई लाइक द वे आप स्टूडियो में बैठे हैं, उन्हें आने से मना कर रहे हैं।
मैं तो इसलिए आया है। मैंने तो मान ली,
मैंने आपको डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया। अब इन्होंने कहा कि भाई देखिए फर्टिलाइजर की क्या सिचुएशन है। विवेक जी बिना बहुत विनम्रता से, यूरिया की प्रोडक्शन यूपीए में कितनी थी और आज कितनी है भारत?
मुझे ये पता है कि
फर्टिलाइजर की शॉर्टेज है बोल रहे हैं,
किसानों को नहीं पता कि
यूरिया प्रोडक्शन नहीं पता।
फर्टिलाइजर
I think you're taking, Vivek Silas, you're taking the debate to an absurd level. Let me get in Tushar Gupta. Tushar Gupta, is the opposition making too much out of the statement that the Prime Minister has given? Or is there a basis on which the Prime Minister has made this statement, not for an immediate austerity measures being put out nationally, but for citizens to start thinking and behaving in a more responsible manner?
Let's take that point by point, Navika. Firstly, it appears that the opposition is angry that the Prime Minister is not raising the prices of petrol and diesel, or not going for an oil bond-like mechanism where today the government raises money through bonds and tomorrow the generations have to pay the principal and the interest together. The Prime Minister is simply saying, if you can conserve fuel voluntarily, do it. There is no directive, there is no order yet. And yet the opposition is angry because in 2013, Manmohan Singh did the right thing as an economist. He, instead of going for austerity measures, raised money through oil bonds and the future generations had to pay for it. Number two, everyone has made this about election, that now the elections are over, now they have remembered about the panic and the fuel crisis. On March 27, a month before the first phase of polling in Bengal, the excise duty on petrol was cut by ₹10. The excise duty on diesel was cut to ₹0. Have they all forgotten it? Jay Shankar, the foreign minister, had clearly stated that we are dealing with Iran on a ship-by-ship basis. So no one was oblivious to the crisis. The government was handling it. Number three, in 2013, when Chidambaram was saying that we need to conserve fuel, we need to stop buying gold. Look at the condition of the economy then. In 2013, you had an economy which the current account deficit was 4.8% of the GDP. The inflation was in double digits. The forex was just $300 billion. Today, the current account deficit is 1% of the GDP. Inflation is less than 4 or 5%. And forex reserves are $690 billion. Number five, someone said about the stock market, I think it was Vivek Sailasji. The stock market has been behaving in a volatile fashion since February 28, 2026. It's nothing to do with the Prime Minister's statement. If you have been following the stock market, it's responding to the crude oil prices. It's responding to the deal between Trump and the Iranians. Also, Vivek Sailasji, you said something about the Russian oil, that we were getting cheap Russian oil in 2022, and now we are getting it on a premium. In 2022, it was your led alliance, Congress-led alliance, that was protesting oil procurement from Russia. And the price we were getting was also because of the sanctions on Russia. Today, those sanctions no longer exist. So, Navika, the problem here is the Prime Minister is doing the difficult thing. He's simply asking people to voluntarily consume fuel. Voluntarily. The keyword is voluntarily. But what do they want? They want the government to raise money, have the future generations pay for it, and let the fiscal health of the state go for a toss. This is the Congress mindset. This is not the BJP mindset. I'm sorry.
Well, the problem is that they've been sitting in opposition for now 12 years in a row, Vivek Srivastava, and which is why all you can do is sit on the other side and criticize whatever the Prime Minister may say. If the Prime Minister says, abhi din hai, aap bologe nahi abhi raat hai. Agar wo bole abhi raat hai, to aap bologe abhi din hai, because that is the absurdity which is being quoted at this moment. The Prime Minister, why is he going abroad? The Prime Minister is going to UAE. Do you understand UAE? The crude oil deals that happen with the Middle Eastern countries, the fact that India needs to have friendship with nations in this region. Is everything a matter of point scoring as if we are kids in school? Or are we looking at the big national and global picture, what the Prime Minister is trying to show the world and the country? Unmute yourself, sir.
Yes. You talked of absurdities. And here Shehzad, my friend, was sitting and talking about COVID and the kind of panic we created. The biggest absurdity is the Health Minister of Bihar today, Shehzad. And I'm sure on Friday, maybe at 8:30 p.m., the Prime Minister will come on the television and say, Bihar ke logo, मैं warning दे रहा हूँ, अब यहाँ तो इलाज हो नहीं सकेगा, चले जाओ दिल्ली, वहाँ इलाज कराओ. हमने तो शहजाद का नाम भेजा था. हट्टा कट्टा युवा एक अच्छा हेल्थ मिनिस्टर बनता. Are you happy with the Health Minister of Bihar? Number one. So don't talk of panics and the COVID vaccine. Now, secondly, when you talk of austerities, Lal Bahadur Shastri was the Prime Minister who said, हमारे पास खाना नहीं है, पूरा देश सोमवार का व्रत रखेगा, गरीब मुल्क था, अभी अभी आजाद हुए थे, पैसे नहीं थे हमारे पास. The entire country fasted. This nation stands with the leader, even if it is Narendra Modi. But then there was the Prime Minister who was fighting the United States of America by proxy. And here is a Prime Minister who has compromised with the Americans and made this country a colony. There is a difference, and you cannot compare.
Are you saying this country is a colony of another nation? Is that what you're saying on national television, Vivek Srivastava? I want to ask you as an Indian, if you feel you're a colony, then you, in your mind, are a colony of Lenin and Stalin. other Indians are absolutely free in this country, and Karan Verma, the biggest disservice and the biggest disrespect to the citizens of this country has today been made by Vivek Srivastava. He says we are a colony. Do you think you are a member of a colony of another nation, or are you a proud free Indian?
So, Navika ji, I am a proud free Indian, but Vivek doesn't understand that. You must understand his meltdown after Kerala. There's nothing left. So when there's nothing left, there is this mental colonization that our dear friend Vivek Srivastava is suffering from. So, my commiserations with him. Having said that, our esteemed panelists, Mr. Sanjay Jha and Vivek Silas, just said, why has the Prime Minister spoken now, just because the elections are over? I want to jog their memory a little. 23rd March, on the floor of the House in Lok Sabha, Prime Minister made a statement addressed to the people. At that time, the elections hadn't happened. Peak of campaigning. He said, we are staring at a crisis. And at that time, we had this debate. Why did he press this panic button? And we said, he's asked everyone to be alert. And in fact, he went ahead and said that, we have to use urea. We've distributed solar panels. There are going to be issues that are going to come up. So that was before the elections had even begun. So for them to conveniently obliterate that and say that, why is the Prime Minister speaking now? Well, he spoke then, he spoke now. And what's really adding up here, Navika ji, can you imagine in such a crisis situation where Europe is grappling with crisis? I was in Europe just a couple of weeks back. A lot of protests happening because there is a serious energy crisis. In fact, there are contingency plans being put there, and there are mock drills happening as to how they'll prepare in case an energy crisis spirals out of control. What kind of food rationing has to be done in that case? From there, contrast this with what's happening here. Hardly a piece of advice from the Prime Minister, no diktat, nothing binding, and they're having a problem. I think the way we've managed in the last 72 days and even today.
Sanjay Jha, there is an advice. There is an advice based on looking at how this whole ceasefire is going up and down like a seesaw. The Prime Minister's merely stated the obvious. Sanjay Jha, who is spreading panic here? Can you please tell me?
Well, Navika, here is the truth. The truth is that we are suffering more than other nations.
Why?
Because we are the third largest importer in the world. We have been affected most by the Strait of Hormuz having its own gridlock.
So you know the reasons why the Prime Minister is advising what he is advising. Then why are you in denial, Sanjay Jha?
But Navika, which is the reason why the pertinent question being raised by everybody on the panel from the opposition, that why was the Prime Minister and this government telling the people the misleading message that everything is hunky-dory? He's just made...
Shehzad Poonawalla, should you have educated people before? Are you late in educating people?
Navika ji,
I mean, there's panic.
Okay, all right, he's responding.
Navika ji, चलो मैं आपको mislead कर रहा था. Kamalnath said there was no scarcity and shortage. बोला था कि नहीं? Omar Abdullah on record, there is no scarcity, no shortage. Uttam Kumar Reddy, they are from my party. Secondly, who is talking about truth? Russian oil has been stopped. We were getting 15 lakh barrels a day. 2011 pick used as 2026 pick by Congress party. Iran ship was sunk in Indian waters. Then to say Shivalik and Nanda Devi did not come. Ye pata hai kaun bola na? Mr. Peda. Mr. Peda was saying that Shivalik and Nanda Devi has not come. Now they are advising us and telling us that who was misleading. But now Navika, I'll give you one simple test. आप इतना लंबा चौड़ा debate करने का जरूरत नहीं. विवेक श्रीवास्तव से एक ही चीज पूछिए. विवेक जी, today was the day in 98 we did nuclear tests. Are you for nuclear tests of India or against? Just take stand of that.
I stand for global disarmament and
देख लीजिए, बताइए ये चलिए आपके पास now you have time also, Vivek Srivastava. Now you have time also. Maybe you can get into some bhajan kirtan if that is what you want to do. But Somnath Bharti ji, yes, Somnath Bharti ji.
See, basically, my friend from BJP was. Very.
Oh, you have friends in BJP?
Statement which Vivek gave.
अभी तो देख ही लिया.
Let me just give you
Bhagwan Man's brother has joined BJP.
Let me allow me to show you a small video. See, here you can see.
Facing so much criticism from our Indian opposition.
Ram Madhav
we agreed for 50% tariffs. Agreed means we did not say anything. We maintained our patience. 50% tariffs we agreed. Today, in the new trade deal also, we agreed for 18% tariff, higher than what it used to be. I mean, average tariff. So, where is India lagging behind in that?
What's your point? What's your point, Somnath?
He's saying they surrendered. I'm saying Mr. Ram Madhav has said there that we stopped buying oil from Iran. We stopped buying oil from Russia because of Trump's, sanction. We accepted 50% tariff from America. We accepted 18% tariff on our Indian products from America. So what is going on?
What is going on,
So,
Shehzad Poonawalla?
Now,
What
Navika,
do you need, Navika ji?
Navika, one
to
sec.
say
अरे भाई हो गया ना,
become
हो गया, आपने बोल
Okay,
दिया.
all right, he's responding.
गया,
I have
आपने
very
बोल दिया.
little time on the show.
Navika ji, I am saying categorically that Ram Madhav's statement was wrong. In fact, he himself has tweeted that his statement was wrong. Because we were buying and always bought 15 lakh barrels per day from Russia. But now I want to ask Mr. Somnath Bharti, that Mr. Somnath Bharti, please tell me that where have you seen this 18% tariff? अभी तो trade deal sign नहीं हुआ है. अभी तो ट्रेड डील साइन नहीं हुआ है. ये कहां से पढ़ के आ गए? अच्छा चलिए सोमनाथ भारती जी ये बता. अरे भाई बीच में बोल रहे फिर से आप. सोमनाथ भारती जी ये बताइए, पेट्रोल डीजल पे इतना सबसे ज्यादा वैट पंजाब में है. आप पंजाब का वैट कब कम कर रहे हैं?
वो दब क्यों जाते हो?
Well, 1 minute. I want to get in Tushar Gupta. And Tushar, my question to you is simply this. For viewers who are watching the show tonight, the political bickering apart, should the government have spoken and advised citizens earlier than yesterday? Or do you think the opposition is really making much ado about nothing?
No, the opposition is clearly trying to fearmonger in this situation. We need to understand that in COVID, we had to shut down the economy. Right now, we're just optimizing the economy. There is no scarcity of fuel. If someone asks you to eat less for your own health, it doesn't mean there is no food in the house. It's a simple question of conserving fuel voluntarily. Voluntarily. There is no order that you have to stop using your vehicles or stop going to the fuel stations. And this is why I'm saying, look at the larger picture. Do not go by opposition's fear-mongering. It's a voluntary call, like one was made in 2015 by the Prime Minister, when he said, if you can, give up your LPG subsidy. And more than 1 crore people did that. Today also, it's the same mantra. If you can, conserve fuel. If you can, conserve the cooking oil. If you can, delay your gold purchases. It's a voluntary call.
Delay your gold purchases, but I don't know how many politicians can delay their gold purchases. Maybe they invest in gold because the stock markets are a little choppy over the last 74 days. But we did a dipstick survey and we asked the question, opposition mocks Prime Minister save fuel advice. Politics over precaution? Yes say 84%, no says 12% people, can't say 4%. Well, the people have spoken. The Prime Minister has appealed to the citizens and they stand in support. I just want to ask the opposition, are you missing the woods for the trees? Are you trying to incite citizenry that understands the Prime Minister better than maybe the opposition does? Well, we leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1.